So you're telling me a needle and thread can fix the environment? Well and good, Miriam, well and good. Alright, hear me out, okay? I'm not saying it's going to actually fix global warming, but I think sewing can really make dramatic changes for our own consumption habits in the future, and it'll help with the environment. Hi, I'm Miriam and I'm a Fulbright student here in the US. I'm from Ireland and I'm here to tell you today how sewing can really improve the environment. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to it, hit the button below and make sure you hit the bell to get notified when I send out my next video, which is once a week, and it's all about fashion, working in the fashion industry, and most importantly, sustainability. Oh, and definitely expect some sewing videos too. I've helped hundreds of people so far around the world, teaching them about sustainability, how to bring it into the classroom, teaching kids how to sew. I love it. So if you're interested to know more, stay watching. I can picture it. You've just pulled out a nice fresh shirt out of your wardrobe and lo and behold, what do you notice? A button gone. Well, that's that shirt done with, yeah? Into the bin, never think about it again. Or you might just throw it into the repair pile that's stacking up nice and highly. Time to change that. Sewing a button is probably one of the easiest things you can do to be a bit more mindful about your fashion consumption overall when it comes to shopping. The same goes for when a zipper breaks in your trousers, or you need to turn up a hem, or when you just find a little rip in your dress. They all just hit the pile and are forgotten about. But that does not fix the problem. The problem with leaving our clothes there redundant and totally forgotten about, it leads to the problem that we want to replace them again by just buying more. It is just as handy to run down to the shop and pick up a new shirt or a new dress, because firstly, you just don't have time to repair your clothes. Secondly, it's not bad having something new in the wardrobe, but the problem is that you have a perfectly good shirt just sitting there not being used anymore because one simple button just wasn't replaced, and secondly, you're wasting your money. Thirdly, it's not good for the environment to be just buying clothes mindlessly when you have perfectly good clothes at home that just need a quick fix. And it's one thing to leave your shirt sitting there in your corner of your room in the repair pile, but then it's another thing if you actually dump it into the landfill, and that is where the huge issue of overconsumption in fashion really takes its toll. In fact, by holding onto your clothes for just an extra 9 months in your wardrobe, please wear them by the way, you're reducing its environmental impact by 20 to 30%. It gives you every reason to repair your clothes. But again, don't just store it in your wardrobe, wear it. Do you have clothes in your wardrobe that need fixing? Comment below what they are so maybe one of us could help you. Miriam, I know you're saying sewing is actually fixing the problem, but come on, explain it. How is it really making a difference? Well, believe it or not, if you learn how to sew, you are saving your clothes from ending up in landfill eventually. Even if you decide to not keep your clothes anymore and to mindfully move them elsewhere, whether it's to a charity shop or donate it to a friend or borrow and swap, at least it's not ending up in the landfill. Okay, so you're not able to sew a button? Learn to sew. Not able to replace a zipper? Learn to sew, or send it down to a tailor down the road. Not able to fix a hem or to turn up a hem? Learn to sew. So many of these issues are so easily fixed if we just pick up a needle and thread and learn to use the basic skills of sewing. It's really simple actually. There's only a few simple stitches. If we can do this, we can make a huge impact on our own consumption, our own carbon footprint. That in turn can help the environment. But Miriam, I don't have time to sew. Send it to a tailor. Keep the economy in your community going by keeping these people, these really invaluable, indispensable professionals in business. Yeah, it costs money to get things repaired by a tailor, but you're going to get it done to a professional standard and you're keeping your clothes in your wardrobe for longer. It's a no-brainer. I'm not gonna lie, learning how to sew has probably been one of the most valuable skills I've ever learned in my whole life. It has led me down a path that has opened up so many doors for me. I've worked at the Oscars, the Met Gala Ball, New York Fashion Week, and I even make my own clothes. That in itself is a gift. I'm not overly gifted that I just one day woke up learning how to sew, knowing how to sew. I had to learn it, and the more you practice it, the better you get at it. So I'm pleading with you, learn to sew, keep things in your wardrobe in pristine condition by fixing the little problems that you will face in the future, and be more mindful with your consumption in fashion. Also, I find sewing is really mindful. Instead of meditating, I sew. I get lost in my own little world. Just thinking about things while I'm just stitching. It's so therapeutic. Alright, I hope I convinced you to learn how to sew and to already value what's already in your wardrobe. Please let me know how you get on and if you've learned how to sew because of this video alone. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and check out my new video here. The link is in the description below.